Hi everybody, welcome back to Fort Fantastic. Look at this. Look at this. I just lowered all this terrain. Thanks for all the comments as usual, everybody. Apparently everything around the iron mines need to be flattened. So I've done that. So now if I go into buildings and I go to the mine shaft, I can now build a mine shaft over top of this iron. And that's what we want. We want to start getting some iron out. We want to build a mine shaft. So straight away, that's what I've done. Game is still paused. I'm going to unpause it now, and away everybody goes. Look at this! Holy shit! Look at the production. Everybody is just going crazy. There are pigs literally all over the place, and cows, and there's a badger over here. Jesus. So what do we got? What do we got on right now? We've got the gatehouse being constructed, and it's coming along pretty well. We got this wall and the towers here, and this wall, and we've got the big dining hall, Terowin Hall, which we're going to be concentrating on building today and hopefully finishing. God, look at all the wood. There's freaking wood everywhere. Look, there's some stockpiled down here, and there's a whole bunch left on the ground up here too, in the midst of tons of raw pork and all types of other shit. Oh, look at this shit everywhere. We don't need to worry too much about the wildlife for now because it can just spread all over the map. We don't need to worry too much because eventually we'll have killed all the Yetis. There's a whole bunch up here. Look, in Sector 8 and Sector 9 up here too. Walter's well aware of all the Yetis. He's put a little chart together. He's done a bit of scouting, knows where all the Yetis are, and he's got Sedney out on the field tracking their movements and updating the plan and stuff too. So I mean she does pretty good work. It looks like Rose has put together another cooking fire, which we needed. So we should be getting some raw pork cooked into cooked pork. And also meat pies. We should be making some meat pies. So as far as food goes, we should be doing okay. There's quite a bit stockpiled there. Well, I say quite a bit. There's enough anyway. And there's a bunch on the floor here too. Look, there's a big pie on the floor here. Somebody's just gonna step in it and slip on it, and there's just gonna be cooked meat all over the place and gravy, and old Rose is going to start to cry, but while she's crying, obviously she'll want to lick up some of the gravy and maybe eat some of the meat too. But I mean, come on, that's Rose for you. We haven't really talked about Rose too much. Rose is probably going to end up being our chief cook, baker person, I think. Just because she made this cooking fire. I caught her in the act making the cooking fire. So once we sort of get some accommodation set up and everything, we can probably build Rose a room, maybe on the inside of the walls, but close enough to the dining hall and everything so that she can get over here and do lots of cooking. She's got a big recipe book, and she's keeping track of all the recipes that she uses for the cooked pork and everything else. So good for you, Rose. God, you're such a team player, and that's what we need at Fort Fantastic. We need tons of team players like Rose and like Walter and stuff too. I'm just gonna destroy the stone wall here, and I'm gonna destroy the one that's connecting this side too, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace them with some of these bastards, these big stone walls here. So I want one here, I want one here, and I want one. No, I don't. Well, yeah, let's put one there too, and then we're gonna put this stone wall here to cap this off. So what that's gonna do for us is it's going to give some differentiation between this type of stone wall and this type of stone wall, which is used for the gatehouse and for the wall here. But with this separation, it means that we're not going to get a big roof over top of all of Fort Fantastic, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. We don't want a big roof over top the entire fort because that's going to look dumb as hell, really dumb. So, well, I mean, it might not look like totally dumb as hell, but it's not how I want it to look. So so there we go. It's not going to happen now either way. So we should be good. It looks like the mine shaft for the iron has been created, which is really good. It means that we can now get a smelter made and an anvil, and we can start making some iron weapons and stuff. But more importantly, we can build a stove in here instead of constantly having to make a cooking fire and stuff like that. We'll build all that eventually. We want to try to concentrate on one thing at a time, though, because I have a tendency to overburden everybody. We only have 9 people in Fort Fantastic right now. We need to attract some more, and it's going to be best to put 9 people to work on one thing at a time rather than have them working on a billion things at a time and not being able to get anything done. So as I say that, I'm going to get everybody to harvest the hell out of these snow cherries. It's just going to be a mass harvesting, the mass harvesting of year 1, day 26. We're on day 26 of month 1 of year 1 in Fort Fantastic. And that doesn't make sense, really, because Sipsville, the date was way ahead in Sipsville. But you know, Fort Fantastic isn't being built in parallel to Sipsville. Sipsville's already built, and Fort Fantastic is now currently being built. So don't get too confused with the dates or anything like that. Oh, look at this! Look at this! We got a bit of progress. This is fantastic. Let's see about getting this this link, this sort of pathway down here. So we've got the entrance to the fort here, and we've got the entrance into the service tunnel down here. So we're going to have to wall this off eventually. And what we can do is let's just dig out this here too so that it can be somewhat straight. We don't want it to zigzag around too much. And we can make it a decent sized corridor so that people can come to and from the fort, the inside of the fort, and the kitchen here. And the idea is that this ladder is the entrance into the service area, which means that if we ever do get sieged, which we're likely to, once the population grows, I mean, we can't avoid it. We're gonna get sieged. We can lock this wooden door, and all we need to worry about defending is the front gate here and this door potentially. So by then, hopefully, we'll have enough guards to say maybe have a couple of guards standing in here in case this door gets knocked down. And then we're going to get the old Fort Fantastic flying V formation of other guards just outside the gate here. Because once the whole fort is walled off, any siege that does come are going to try to come through the front gates because it's the only place that's actually open. Because these doors you can't close and lock or whatever. So hopefully all of the siege monsters will come right for this gatehouse, and we're going to have just a great big line of meat shields lined up outside of the gatehouse, ready to take them all on and kill a bunch of spiders and God knows what else. I mean, minions of hell, maybe the jaws of hell will literally open right in the middle of Fort Fantastic, and you know, minions will just spill out and kill everybody. That would be terrible. Not to worry, we got Walter for now. We got Walter and Sedney, but I mean, Walter on his own is enough of a badass to kill pretty much anything. I mean, maybe not like 100 warlocks or anything like that, but I mean, close enough. I mean, come on, he's got a morning star. He can swing that morning star with his eyes closed, probably hit a couple of people at least. So there we go. I put in a couple of kill orders for pigs there, just manually. I'm still doing things manually for now because I don't want the townspeople to venture off too far, because there's still Yeti out there. Not everybody's armed, and not everybody has armor. So if they do come into contact with a Yeti, not only will they get diseases, because Yetis are just infested with diseases like rabies, and they have lice and Lyme's disease and all types of shit. Not only that, but they will probably also get mauled to death. So on top of having a disease for like maybe a split second before getting mauled to death, you also get mauled to death. So a bit of a double whammy there. Not necessarily the way that you want to go. So we got to watch out for that. That's why we're doing everything manually. So God, look at this. Holy jeez, we've got a lot of food now. Well, just as much food as we had before, but lots of food laying on the ground here. And I'm pretty sure that the hauling priority is top. Yep, it is. And of course, because it's top, that means that nobody is going to haul shit in Fort Fantastic. They just decided we don't need to haul anything. We're going to be overrun by by wildlife, and we're just going to have snow cherries laying around all over the place. That's okay for now, though. I mean, I can't complain too much. Right, let's see about getting this dining hall put down too while I'm here. Where the hell is it? Come on, dining hall, where are you? I can't even see. There we go, dining room. We're gonna get it set up all along here, and then we're gonna expand it. We're gonna expand the dining room so that it goes, oh whoops. I'm gonna expand the dining room so that it goes into here too. Great. And I think I need a door there. Let's go to furniture and get a wooden door here. And we got a wooden door that we can lock here too, just in case the service tunnel gets overrun by God knows what Yetis and all types of other shit. We can get rid of this dining room now. We don't really want people to eat underground. And oh my God, this weapon cabinet is still down here with a wooden longsword of the Hawk. Who the hell can we give that to? It's just sitting there doing nothing. Jeez, who wants this longsword? Come on, hands up. Whoever's keen as hell. Who's this? We got Aelith, and God, I can't even see who this is, unfortunately. Oh, Godiva? Oh God, we got another Godiva? Jesus. Muriel? Jeez. All these people that I haven't even really talked about yet. It seems a shame. Oh, Maria. That's a great name. I think Maria's gonna get it. Let's equip Maria with this wooden longsword of the Hawk, and Maria can just be like our temporary sort of spy with her wooden longsword. She can go around, make sure that everybody is doing what they're meant to be doing. She can spy on them. She can listen to all their conversations, make sure that nobody's trying to bring down our fine fort from the inside, put a spoke in the gears of progress. And with that wooden longsword, she can with a wooden longsword, could you even pierce skin with a wooden longsword? I mean, really, it's just a blunt weapon, isn't it? I mean, if you tried to stab somebody with it, you would have to try pretty fucking hard, I would have thought. So more of a, maybe you could give them like a slight concussion, or maybe just maybe just with the broadside of the sword, just slap them in the face a little bit or something. But Maria's pretty good at all that. She knows what to do in any given situation. She'll pull it out of the bag or out of her ass or whatever. Oh my God, hey look, it's Socrates. Look, he's actually finally made it over to civilization. He's not just out in the field now. He's come over to yuck it up with everybody. Hi Socrates, how are you today? He's ignoring me, but look at that. He looks nice. He's sort of matured a bit since Sipsville. I think it's all those weeks on the road. He's turned into a proper man. As soon as we can, really, we'll get a pen down so that he can start breeding bitches. I think we should do that now while he's so close, and then we don't need to worry about losing him. We got space here, so let's do it, Socrates. It's time for you to shine, my friend. Time for you to have a little bit of fun. We should have a lot of wood. I don't think we do. We can chop all this, and actually, I can set an order. Actually, somebody mentioned that as well. If we go into materials, see, we can chop planted trees, planted pine tree, planted snow tree, which is what we have. We can keep chopping these mothers down. So how many do we have? I think we have about 10. We can just set an order for those to get chopped down, and people, as they grow back, people will just constantly be chopping them down. Look at this, Walter's like, chop faster, everybody! But nobody can chop as fast as that. I mean, Muriel just fell asleep right in Walter's face. I don't think he's too happy about that. But Jesus, I mean, if he's just gonna yell at, oh my God, Jacqueline was just like, oh my God, yes, Walter, I'll do whatever you say. Walter's a bit of a terror. All these fine ladies, and he's just yelling at all of them. Oh my God, holy jeez, they actually hauled everything into these barrels. I think it's because of Walter. Walter's just storming around, just screaming at everybody. Jesus, calm down, Walter. You're gonna give yourself a hernia at this rate. It's no good. Oh, look at this. He's gone the long way around. Well, I say long way. It's not that long, but it's because there's still a gap here. We're missing stone, but really I want to finish Terrowin Hall, at least the outside, so that people have like a little place to chill out and eat. But I'm gonna have to mine some more stone, because I wouldn't mind them actually finishing that too. Let's see. Let's get this stone mined up. Do we have any more stone? No, but somehow some pigs have broken into the underground. Jesus, maybe they're just gonna start like their own chain gang down here, like the tunnel snakes, but it'll be the tunnel pigs instead. And we got Marty here and Jason, two badass pigs just bullying the shit out of everybody down here. That is too bad. But these people aren't going to stand for it. I mean, Muriel's just like walking by like, talk to the hand. I don't want to know Marty and Jason. Marty and Jason just like, oh God, we need leather jackets. But they have some reservations about wearing leather in the first place because it kind of goes against their code of ethics. But what can you do? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. This is bad. I mean, it's good in a lot of ways, but also bad in some ways because, geez, there's just pigs everywhere. Let's get a couple more killed. Again, I'm just doing it manually because I don't want these people going out into the field and getting killed. That'd be awful. Look, I even said kill a cow. We'll kill 7 pigs and 1 cow, and that's good. That'll be great progress. Jesus Christ. So food situation is back under control. Raw food isn't doing so well, but that's okay because we've got a lot of prepared food. How are we doing for wood? We got a bit of wood there. Terrawin Hall is coming along very well. It's almost done actually. Jeez, that's pretty good. We got a bit of stone laying around and some orders to mine more stone. Which is very good. They should be able to finish the rest of this wall here, and then maybe some of the gatehouse too. And then once Terrawin Hall is done, and we sort of get the gatehouse done and this wall done for now, we're gonna try to relocate some of this stuff. We want to relocate some of this makeshift stuff, like the carpentry station. We're gonna get like a proper carpentry house here. We can get a smelter stroke smithy set up as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to assign some of these, even though you can't do it in the game, we're going to assign some of these people as like having a job sort of thing. So we're going to put their living quarters close to where they're going to work, if not right directly behind it or whatever. Instead of having like a big boring barracks for everybody, we want to differentiate the people who live and work in the fort to the people who are in charge of defending the fort. We don't want to have another situation like we had in Sipsville where all the cool people end up dying. Like Juliana. Well, I say Juliana's cool. I mean, come on, she wasn't that cool. She was pretty fat. But Bryce was a big favorite. Everybody is very sad when Bryce died because it meant that nobody in Sipsville had anyone to watch play Nintendo. I mean, Bryce had the skills to pay the bills when it came to the Nintendo. And when he died, a part of Sipsville died with him. But, you know, it's going to happen. But basically, we're going to get all of our soldiers, all of our red shirts in a barracks, a big boring barracks, and they're going to be in charge of defending the fort whenever we get sieged or going down into the dungeons and stuff. And then all the other cool people can have civilian jobs inside the fort. They'll be safe all the time. They shouldn't die, and hopefully they'll be productive and they won't leave shit lying around on the ground everywhere, like this cooked pork and this snow cherry pie and meat pie. Jacqueline, I blame you. You probably left that pie there on purpose on the ground so that nobody would touch it, knowing full well that it was really good and edible, just so that you could eat it yourself. God, that is so greedy. Look at this. Sedney's just like sleeping on the dining room floor. She just had like 20 tacos and now she's just had her full fill. Totally stuffed and then just fell asleep. Oh my God, it's like another Juliana in the making. Except Sedney's probably a much hairier version than Juliana. At least Juliana did not have facial hair. If there's one thing positive that you could say about Juliana, no facial hair, and she was female. Quite fat. But I mean, that's just pointing out the obvious. That's a bit of a cheap shot. Poor Juliana. I actually feel a bit bad for her. Okay, well, Terrawin Hall's almost done. Like I said, these walls are coming together very well, and we seem to have a good stockpile of food and a ton of wildlife. So I think we'll leave it there for now. We should be getting some iron out of here. We do. Oh my God, look at this. People have been busy. There's a lot of iron laying around here. We're gonna have to get a barrel back here at some point so that people can start shifting it in. But once we build our little smithy here, we'll do that. We'll have a little area where all the resources for each sort of tradesman can sit so that they're close by, so that when people need to build stuff, they don't have to go traipsing around the whole goddamn place to find the materials. It looks like Socrates is now actively spawning babbies, having a great old time pimping out all of the bitches in his chicken farm. So good for you, Socrates. Socrates back in the saddle. God, he's operating at 100%, which is good. That's how we want Socrates to be operating. Anything less is uncivilized. So there we go. Okay, I've rambled on way too long. I'll catch you next time. Thanks as usual for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. This series is getting well and truly underway now, and I've got a ton of other series on the go at the moment too. So lots of variety on the channel. Not just Minecraft and towns. There's probably something for everybody about now. So as usual, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.